Robert Frost wrote a beautiful poem entitled The Road Not Taken. It tells the story of a traveler who is walking through the woods when he comes to a fork in the road and does not know which path to take. I wonder how many times that happens to us, not in the physical sense, but when we get to a crossroad in our lives and we're not sure which way to go. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 tells us what to do. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Our God is not a GPS where we can simply punch in a question, wait a few minutes for him to calculate it, and then have a map charted for us. No, he calls us to walk by faith, not by sight, but he never leaves us alone. Proverbs 3 records what is required of us if we want to know which path to take. First, we need to trust in the Lord, not just intellectually, but with our hearts. This is not merely an emotional response, but an act of our will that chooses to believe that God is in control, is all-powerful, and that he desires to show us his will in his perfect timing. We then need to intentionally not rely on our own understanding. This doesn't mean that we completely throw away what we know and can see, but rather that it is not the driving force in the decision we are called to make. Next, we need to acknowledge God, not just in the circumstances we are facing, but in all things. As we cultivate an attitude and perspective where we seek, praise, and honor our Heavenly Father in the things we do and face day in and day out, we put ourselves in a better position to hear his still small voice speak to our hearts. As we do these three things, trust in the Lord with all our hearts, lean not on our own understanding, and acknowledge him in all our ways, the psalmist tells us that our precious Lord will direct our path.